Hey guys, what's up? It's me.
Stop recording button.
Okay. So, I guess that it's not Monday if you're not irritated, right? I mean, and if you're irritated, it has to be a Monday, right? 'Cause that's just how it is. So, I gotta tell you what happened today because it was crazy psycho. And I'm still, like, fuming mad that somebody would do what they did. Or try to do what they did, I guess. Okay, one sec. Sorry, I know you guys can't see my face. I don't know what you can see. Probably my house. Anyways, I had to get something to eat because I'm like starving. And I don't know what I want to make for dinner yet. And I have to take my powder before I make something. So, anyways, yeah, and I usually have music on, but I'm kind of mad right now. So, I don't really have any music on, so I'm trying to figure out how to fix my problem. Anyways, so the first thing that happened today was I got a phone call from a customer who was asking me all kinds of questions and said that he had a friend who might come to the hotel that had a small dog. And he asked if we accepted pets. And I looked it up and I said no. I'm sorry, so we only accept service animals. Which I should have just said no, we don't accept pets because service animals technically aren't pets. But I figured like I want to be ADA compliant at the same time, so I said, we only accept service animals. And the guy has a nerve on the phone to say, oh, okay, well, that's fine. We'll just pass her off as a service animal then. And I'm just like, I was so mad. Like, I was taking everything in me to be like super nice and professional. And like, I wanted to lose it. Oh my goodness. Like, I wanted to just be like, so. Oh, I wanted to let him have it. Like, I was just like, oh my gosh. I was like, okay, God, please help me, because yeah. So, I don't know, I probably wasn't thinking out at the time, but I was just like, oh my goodness. So, the guy says this, and I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, no way. So, I'm like, well, sir, I didn't know what to say, so I'm like, well, sir, I guess you can try that if you want, but I don't know that the hotel would buy it, and I don't know that it'll go over with the hotel very well, but I did let you know the policy, and I said, so that one's completely up to you, but you should know that when you do stuff like that, it makes it really a lot harder for people who do have service animals. And he didn't really say anything, kind of acted like I didn't even say it. A little bit later, because the hotel was sold out, we were on the phone for a while. The hotel was sold out. He was looking at other hotels. Gets to the end of the conversation. He's like, okay, well, I'll just call back later and see if anything opens up, if I would want a room or anything like that. And he's like, and like I said, I won't have to worry about my friend's small dog because we can just say that it's a service animal. And I was so mad. I have the phone. I was just like, oh, I want to like totally kill somebody. Like, not literally, but I was just like, oh my gosh, like, no way. I can't believe this. I cannot believe this guy. And I called the regional leads about something. I said, oh my gosh, like, you cannot believe the nerve of this guy. So, I told one of the leads the same story I just told you, and he's like, you are way too nice. He's like, I would have went off on the guy before I hung up on them. You are way too nice. And he's like, hopefully they won't fire me for saying this, but I would have hung up on the guy. And I'm like, well, I didn't think I was allowed. And he's like, well, technically you're not. And I was like, well, I didn't know what to say to not get in trouble, but at the same time, I didn't want to say nothing and just let it go. So I was trying to think of like the best professional answer where I'd hopefully get my point across, which obviously I didn't. But at the same time, I'd be nice and respectful and within the guidelines of Marriott customer service. And so that's what I was thinking in my head, like, how do I say something without like crossing the lines? I still am like fuming mad, can't believe it. Like, that's why blind people and wheelchair people and people with mobility issues have so many problems with guide dogs, and people are always like leery with service dogs, because that's why so many people are always like leery and stuff, because so many people think it's cool to have like their dog in the hotel, their dog in the restaurant. So like, oh, it's a service animal, just because they think it's cool to say, oh, I brought my dog in here. But they don't realize that, there's a lot more obstacles when you have a disability. Yeah, you think it's cool having a dog and bring him into the restaurant. You'd be blind or in a wheelchair or whatever, and tell me it's easier, because it's not. I'm not saying it's difficult and impossible. I'm saying it's not easier. And I just couldn't believe it. Like, people like that irritate me, because it just, I don't know, that's disrespectful, and it irritates me because there's people that need stuff like that. And one of my leads was telling me, the same guy was telling me that he's had people call him, and they want to be on the first floor, and they'll say, like, I want a handicapped accessible room, because they know it's on the first floor, and then they'll say, well, I don't really need it, but I want to be on the first floor, so give it to me. And he's actually told people before, like, those are for people that need it, and I can't give you a room. And it just irritates me, because people with disabilities really need that stuff. They need the dogs, or they need the wheelchair accessible room, or whatever it might be. And that just irritates me, that somebody would use that as either laziness or convenience to get what they want. It irks me. I'm sorry I keep eating. I am starving. But, like, it just irks me. Like, I was so mad. I was just all day, like, my whole day was done. I was just irritated all day. All day, I was just like, ugh. Then, come home, listen to music at lunch. Everything was cool. Everything was working. I was listening to Annie Mineo, hanging out. Come home, put my headphones in my phone. One ear is playing and the other one's not. Just like, you have to be kidding me. I'm moving them around and stuff and trying to fix them, but I don't know what's wrong. Probably broken again. My headphones break all the time, so I use them so much. They last like 6 months, and then Apple wonders why I don't want to pay $40 for new ones. These ones actually were Sony's that I paid $18. My parents got me some, but the sound is like real, I don't want to say crappy, but it's, I don't know how to explain it. It's not distorted. It's, it's clear, but it's just the way that it sounds is more like the equalizer's up or something. I don't know how to explain it. But it doesn't sound like the same. And then, like, the earpieces are okay. They're kind of comfortable. But I can't, sometimes you can skip, but sometimes when I push the button, it doesn't skip right away. You have to play with it. And you have to have the little earphone jack right in a certain spot for it to not short out or anything. So you have to, like, have it in a certain way. And then, like, there's no way to turn up the volume. I have a mic and I have a button to skip, but I don't know how to turn up the volume. And then my other headphones are the ones that came with my iPod, and they hurt my ears. They make like marks on my ears. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but that bites. I'm not as irritated as I've been with that guy, because I'll just have to find a way to buy new ones if I have to. But it just irritates me. Like, I can't believe that. It's like, seriously, irritates me. Like, I can't believe it. That's just so wrong on every level. Every level and every context. Just wrong. But, anyways, so that's just, I don't know. I don't really have much else to say because I'll just keep rambling about the same thing, but it's really irritates me. And if any of you are my friends and you think about doing that, or ever do it and I find out, yeah, you better not. Because that's just not respectful. It's just wrong. Anyways, so it's been one of those irritative Mondays. Other than that, though, everyone was really nice and stuff. But we had some computer problems and stuff, so that kind of bites. But what are these kids doing? Jeez, Louisa. Anyways, and I did find out that I guess the VI agents do bring their computers home. So I'll actually take the computer that I'm using now. So I just have to get through this week. and 2 more days of next week, Saturday and Monday, which Monday I only work like 4 hours, so that's cool. So technically I have Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and then 4 hours on Monday, and then I get to have Tuesday off, and then I start training to work from home, which is exciting. I'm hoping I like it. But yeah. Anyways, so I decided to irritate your Monday because I had to make sure that it was actually a Monday. Because something always happens on a Monday, so I just had to remind you all that it was Monday by irritating you. Anyways, comments are welcome. Yeah. I'm pretty positive I'm not the only one who's upset. I mean, the guy I was talking to, the supervisor, he's not even blind or disabled, and he was like super annoyed. And another, gosh, what's with all these tornadoes, dude? Wow, goodness sake. Anyways, but I don't know, like, but yeah, I'm sure I'm not the only one that's mad. I mean, I'm positive. I know I'm not, because I know other blind people that are sensitive to that situation. But anyways, I'm gonna go eat and figure out what's going on with my headphones. Try to decide what I want to watch on TV tonight. A couple different things. Anyways, I don't know. But I hope that everybody has a good rest of their Monday. And I'm off tomorrow. Can watch SVU. Anyways, so yeah. Anyways, and my mom decided to go hotel looking again last night. Just, I don't know if she was bored or she thought she'd look because I forgot about it. But she went to look because she wasn't finding what we wanted for vacation, and they opened up associate rates, and so we wound up being able to book Marriott for our whole vacation. So I'm super excited to finally be able to take advantage of that and see what it's like. So yeah, that's really exciting, and I might get to meet somebody that I know, well, that I talk to. Anyways, so that's cool. But anyways, I hope you guys have a good rest of your Monday, and I will talk to you later. Bye.